Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
What's up, Narvesville, man? Head coach mode, so we finna see. Got number 15, Virginia. We in the call chat, man. Chilling.
And the Cavaliers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
I think I can work on it now. But I believe that AGB gonna be an issue. Dead ass serious.
This guy's one
And
of
the
the best
storage.
running backs in all of college football, and he'll get the rock in this one.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Cavaliers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do
Sorry,
it a
brother.
handful of
Yeah,
times.
I'm sitting there, I'm grinding. If we get the ball up, I wouldn't even pay attention to this stuff.
He's going to take a shot deep down the field tonight.
Drops back. It's Washington. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. After run, now throw. Out wide left, it's Skinner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. On the delay, it's Hawkins. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Clemson jumps to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. On the ground, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. There he goes. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Left side is Preston. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Virginia will call its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Hits inside. It's Lewis. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process.
Makes the grab in their space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clemson is quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moving the pocket, it's Reynolds. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Back's got it on the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. This quarterback part of their running game. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Cavaliers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter play. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The quarter lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it on the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Clemson jumps to the line.
I didn't add my playbook. I changed my shit. Okay. Whoa.
Play clock was getting close to 0.
We fucking all over this.
Timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Right side, it's Turner. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And to get rid of it quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. 3rd and long right here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Throws for the tight end. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They want to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock him free. It forces a 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. On the move. Past the 30. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Look out! And they got it. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third down conversion is always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Sees a crease. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is on its way. Looks it in. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 5 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the 49ers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snags it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Skinner. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Tough run here. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On play action. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just keep slinging it. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Sells to fake. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Flying down the left side. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Trying to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Washington. Turns it upfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Hold and fired complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Hawkins. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Rush is on. Left side is Hawkins. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
That may not look like a huge run. As it gets him up to the 24. The Cavaliers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on at midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Turns up, it's Skinner. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
No surprise here. They've had success running the football throughout this game, and here we are late in the 4th quarter, and they're still doing it. They're still having success. This offensive line, man, they've taken this game over. They had a challenge set before them heading into this one, but they have answered the bell. These big fellas up front, they are getting it done.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Drag down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Sets his feet, it's Reynolds. Got rid of it just in time. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Davis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Makes the catch. It's Luck.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. He'll run it. Turning it on. Great awareness, picks up the first down, and slides at the exact right moment.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To throw, it's Burns. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Takes his shot. Out wide right, it's Davis. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Sends it back in motion. Nowhere to go.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.